Hello. I actually meant to go live earlier as soon as Stephen, Kelly, and Myrtle ended, but technology was being technology again. What a pain in the butt. I had to redo all of my settings on OBS. I had to unplug stuff and plug stuff in. And I feel like I'm waving my hands and you can hardly even see them because shit is all screwed up. Very frustrating. Let's see here. Let's see if I can fix this. Look, there's a hand. But I want to go this way. And then we want to go this way. What's there? Where am I? Right there. No, maybe? Okay. How's that? You can see enough of my beautifulness, okay? Where's Matt? Matt better be here. Wearing his damn shirt. And making sure you see a lot of me. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Crypt Keeper was here a couple hours ago. He's probably sleeping now. But more recently, we had DD, Scottie with a Y. There's Big Shrimpin', Big Steve, whatever we're going to call him. He's always Big Shrimpin' in my eyes. Usama's here. There's Diane. Larry. Come on, this thing's being really slow. There we go. Bob Mennel. Usama says I look fabulous. I agree, but thank you. There's a Discord notification, hopefully that I'm live. Everything's being so slow. There we go. Fireside chat number 45. Yeah. We're good. And there's the devil and Alex. Hi, Alex. I hope you are well. Alex is amazing. Such a nice girl. All right. It would be really freaking nice if my lights would turn on. I don't know. I hate daylight savings time and fast forward and spring back and blah, 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 blah. And then I got to go and adjust the timers, and I thought I did it right. It's freaking dark in here. I got the ones that aren't on the timer. I manually turn them on. They're fine. It's ridiculous. All right. The devil says, I told her you were talking about ER today. Her. Just missing one letter, minor details. Don't worry about that one letter. Yes, of course I was. She's a nice lady. And what did I eat for dinner? I cooked some chicken on the stove, and then I took a wrap and put some cheese and some barbecue sauce and put the chicken on that and rolled it all together and ate it. The chicken, it's not my favorite brand. I'm not a big fan of it. Well, Larry, if you look across the scrolling banner here on the bottom of the screen, you will see that the Keystone Clash is October 4th through the 6th in Morgantown, PA. Visit www.keystoneclash.com for more information, and it's all there. And then there's Clashy. Clashy has a new logo. Look at that. I love it. Never mind. I see the ticker. You're on it. Perfect. I don't bother with the time settings on my lights. Yeah, but if you don't mess with it, it's not going to be right for when you're enjoying them. There's Craig. Welcome. There's Mark. Oh, come on. This thing is being really freaking annoying today. There's Mark. Welcome. There's Fish Fam Link. Okay. There we go. So, I got some stuff on the whiteboard. Let me have a drink first, though. Kind of hard to see it because it's freaking dark in here. Emma, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Where's your mother? Linda, where are you? I got quite a bit to talk about here. It's just really annoying when I can't see. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Gardener eye eggs. So my Fundalo Panchex Gardener eye P82. I have a reverse trio of them. And no, I don't care about that. I put a mop in there not that long ago, and sure enough, they're already at it. I pulled the mop and put it in the tank next to it that's empty. It's a seasoned tank, though. Established, I guess would be a better word for that. And I put that mop in there. Did the same thing with 2 more mops over the course of a couple days. So I have a solid at least 10 eggs on mops in that tank. I put yet another mop in the tank and picked some out of that. And with those, what I did is I took a deli container and put water with just a drip of methylene blue, and I got like another 5 eggs in that cup, in that container. So that's what the gardener eye. And I do have yet another mop in there. So we'll see what happens with those. Catch up here. Okay. Everyone's pushing for the likes. Thank you. Emma says she's been having internet troubles today. Stormy there. Oh, that sucks. I'm having internet troubles here too, and I don't know what the hell the reason is. And Big Shrimpin says, Lonnie said, oh, come on, click. Good grief. Lonnie said, without that location code, they're worthless. What's your thoughts on that? I strongly disagree about it being worthless. Location codes are extremely important with killifish. I agree with that. They are extremely important. But I would not say that they're worthless without it. So they're worth more with the location code, yes, for sure. However, a lot of times people will mix them, which then creates what we call the aquarium string. There's nothing wrong with an aquarium string fish. You just don't have the specifics. and there could be variations in the appearance. And for an everyday hobbyist, they're perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. However, and especially if you're going to do the community setup, if you're getting them for their looks and not for the breeding, who cares what the location code is? But if you're looking to breed them or make your own strain, then the location codes can be important initially, but once you make your own strain, they're useless. I will pay more for a killifish if it has a location code with it. I will still buy fish that are without location codes. The P82 may be an aquarium strain because, excuse me, I don't know if there's a location code that goes with the P82s, so that very well may be an aquarium strain. Trying to think here if there's other examples. Some fish do not have a location code. So, for example, and this is why I disagree that without it they're useless or worthless, whatever. Fundulopanchex Sporenbergi. They do not have a location code because it is not known where they came from. That is a beautiful fish. It is not an aquarium strain. They just simply don't know what the location code is. They have an idea. It's near the oh crap, hold on. Darn it. I'm gonna have to Google it. It's in my presentation. I forget off the top of my head the location that they think it's from. Fundulopanchex Sporenbergi. Search with an AI powered boost. I don't know what the freak that is. I don't want any parts of it. Stupid. Okay. Scroll down. Wait, I should be sharing my screen. Hold on. So this here is the Fundulopanchex Sporenbergi. I'm very passionate about this one because it was my first killifish, and I love them. And somewhere down here, type locality, unknown. They don't know where it came from. It is thought to inhabit the Nigeria-Cameroon border, but they don't know. Why they don't know is because a commercial import came at Roelof's Aquarium Fish Importers in Amsterdam, Holland, by F. Sporenberg and P. Bolin, both members of KFN, and this was in March of 1974. Two different varieties were found, which were called Variety A and B. This shipment was received by the importer from a collector who collects in the Nigeria-Cameroon border area. The shipment should have been sent to Japan. So basically, it was a group of fish that were mixed in with another one, and they don't know where it came from. So, yeah. Without the location code, they're not worthless. They're worth less, but not worthless. Fish for you. Hello there. Will the club be selling fish bags at the Clash? We ordered more, and they were supposed to be here last week. We found out today that the order was lost in shipping. Oh, no. Let me at the swap. I know what you meant. Let me send a message for you right now. I just typed at the clash. You got me all puzzled. I don't know if he'll answer right now, but we'll, if we can, we will. Um, I'm not sure if they're at the firehouse or if he has them in his car. And Craig has Angel Fry again. Nice. Maybe worthless is a strong word, but highly undesirable. I no, they only for the hardcore breeders would it be less desirable. Again, I will if there's a pair of killifish, I'm gonna buy it, whether it has a location code or not. If the deal is right, if the price is right, and if it's something I don't have. It's just a matter of how much I'll pay. I think if you're also studying them or into that stuff, then yeah, it would be more desirable to have location code. I agree. Scottie won't pay more than $10 for any fish, regardless of location code. The online jersey auction that was happening, I went up to $50. My chest was hurting. But then he said anything after F3 is considered aquarium strain, so I was kind of confused. No. It becomes aquarium bred, but I don't think it becomes aquarium strain. How that's so easily proven wrong. You get a pair of wild caught. They have babies, you breed them. They have babies, you breed them. They have babies, you breed them, so forth and so on. You're not introducing any other strains into it. It's the same strain. Come on, what the heck's wrong with this thing? Fundulopanchex shieldi is another example. Really, I'm gonna look them up. That's I have them. I did not realize they don't have a location code for that. I wonder what the history is of them. Let's see here. Oh, where's Sheila? There it is. Share the screen. See, I remembered you earlier. Okay. So it's named after Jorgen Jacob Scheel. Beautiful fish. Um, the exact wild origin is unknown. Um, huh. A fairly small area of distribution east of the Lower Cross River, southeastern Nigeria. Aquarium specimens, the exact rainforest streams and brooks also. Huh. History. In Germany and Austria, they appear to. Burundi was a mystery, as this is an area in East Africa. Well, that doesn't make sense. Well, outside of the distribution area, have you seen it in Fundulopanchex? A visiting German first brought live fish into the country on January 17th, 1966, and gave them to the BKA New Species Committee of the day for breeding and distribution. Clearly not known to BKA. This was the first. Huh. Text is really small. Not as interesting as Sporenberg, in my opinion. A lot more confusing. Time to fund an expedition. I currently have Fry of Sporenberg. I don't have them anymore. I hope you are very successful. The hotel discount open yet? It is. We will be posting it on the website any day now, along with social media. There's Linda. Linda, I was asking about you. I'll come back to that, Geek Boy. I'm in killy mode. Definitely not highly undesirable. Exactly. I know plenty of long-term kill keepers. They have no problem keeping fish with no location code. Exactly. Yep. Okay. There's Latoya. Welcome. I clicked it. Come on. There we go. This is just not working good today. I don't know what's going on with these things. Why does my finger hurt? Okay. So back to the clash. No, wait. I was talking about Gardner eye eggs. That's how this all started. Also, extremely exciting for me because it's something I've been trying hard for. My Fundalo Pancheks Osarai are giving me eggs. Absolute beautiful fish that male is, and I put the mop in there, and I'm probably up to about 10 eggs, give or take. Hopefully, I get a lot more. Um, as always, my goal right off the bat is with all fish, I want at least 12. 6 for ACL CBAP and 6 for BCAS BAP. That's right off the bat. And then anything additional I can get is a bonus. I like to build my collection of them so that I don't just have 2. And then go beyond that so that I can sell them at auctions. So yeah, really excited about that. Let me erase these as I go. All right. That's all I have to report on for killifish and eggs. So now we'll jump back to the clash. Oh, wait, question here. Are all pupfish killies? I don't know. Let me ask Google. I'm going to say yes. Yes. According to Wikipedia. Um, trying to see if there's anything better. Not really any good sources on here though. But it does look like it is. Try a different search. Come on. Type. Okay. So, yeah, pupfish are a group of small killifish belonging to the genera of Cyprinodontidae. There we go. It's a big word. Um, so let's take the scientific name, Cyprinodon diabolus, and let's go to the AKA website and type it in there. Master index gallery. So we're going to go to Cyprinodon species diabolus. Create. No location. And there it is. I'm going to go with yes. Okay. And hi, Cora, by the way. All right. So for the clash, the block has been created. And what we're doing, so we like to put it on the website so everyone can just go to the link and see the code and all the directions and everything like that. And then we're also going to put it out on social media as well. In the meantime, what we're doing is reserving the rooms for the VIPs, such as speakers, before we release them out to the monsters. What I will say is, as always, follow Keystone Clash on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and pay attention to that. Keep checking in on the website. This week, the website has been having some major construction done to it, meaning updating. So all the logos are being updated, the hotel information, sponsors, vendors, all of that stuff, the speakers, all that stuff is being updated this week. So once that is done, we'll be releasing it, and then we can start booking the rooms. As always, when you go to book your room, pay attention to the dates. It looks like the block is set up that it starts Wednesday night and ends on Monday. Many people, in fact, I would recommend that you shorten that and you arrive Thursday and you leave Sunday night. Okay. Most people don't need to stay there Wednesday night or Sunday night, but if you want to, please do. We can use the help. Yeah, that'll be coming out really soon. You're going to notice some changes to the sponsorship opportunities, meaning the different levels and the perks. So that will be on the website as well. We really want to distinguish the difference between the metal level sponsors and non. So that's going to be on there and a little different. I would venture to say in the next week or two, sponsorship opportunities will be open and possibly vendors. I would say in the next couple weeks, sponsors and vendors will be open. We're doing it earlier than ever. But we are expanding the number of vendors, hopefully. We have room for it, so we're going to try and do it. And we figure we better start earlier than later. So that will be coming. Again, I emphasize, read the fine print. Not necessarily the fine print, but read the details. Because we are changing the structure for the vendors. So the price is going to be a little higher, but what it includes is more. Specifically registrations. But you get a good deal. So we're working on that. And like I said, that'll be out in a week or two probably. So he's been working on that every night this week. Also with the sponsors, we are going to be looking for more sponsors than ever before. We really went big on the speaker list this year, bringing multiple people from other countries in and bringing in more speakers. We want to make sure you get your money's worth. So with expanding that speaker lineup, we are going to need more sponsors. Flying someone in from Austria is very expensive. Not to mention the hotel cost. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night for 7 speakers, 8, 9, somewhere. Luckily, I'm going to assume that Grant and Shelby can share a room. But yeah, we're going to need all the support we can get. It's going to be an expensive year for us, for sure. What else do I got? So yeah. And there's Steve. Welcome. I hope to get there even earlier next year. Nice, Dee Dee. Exciting. Usama brings up a good point here. Been sharing the saltwater announcement. So it is our goal. We're the fish room where the aquascaping competition was and all the tables and stuff. We're going to lay that out a little differently. And we're going to bring aquascaping closer to the hallway. We're going to give a kid a tank in there as well. That will be somewhat towards the middle. But we have that open area still right there. We want to make that something saltwater. So we are looking for like a local saltwater club. And we're looking for like a saltwater club or a frag club or maybe a business, someone to host either like a frag show or a frag swap, something along those lines. We have that area. It's warm in there. It's a perfect spot for it. And we have been trying to get saltier and saltier every year. We have a saltwater speaker that's going to be doing 2 saltwater talks. We have saltwater vendors every year. And we have the room. We want to do it. So, hey, the freaking lights came on. That's way off. I screwed that up somehow. So we want to do something that there's that whole part of the hobby that they have different events here and there, but there's so much more potential. So we want to, the Keystone Clash is all species. We have the largest all species fish show in the country. We want to make that, we want to grow upon that. We want to include them. They deserve to be included. We have the room for it. Let's do it. Sharing with Grant, what did Shelby ever do to you? Right? Steve says, I may not be coming Wednesday, but I absolutely am staying until Monday. Awesome. Do you know Eric Borello? I know that name. I want to say that Eric in 2022 purchased a vendor space and did not show up. He's a main salty player in the area. Steve, if you're friends with him on Facebook and you want to tag him in the post that we put out today about saltwater, if you want to in the comments tag him so that he sees it, that would be awesome. And Osama says, my take on it is Keystone is an all-species aquarium event. Exactly. Both saltwater and freshwater people are aquarium and fish keepers. So, yes, I agree. They should also be recognized in the event. Absolutely. Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you, Steve. See it. If a local club wants to hold a frag swap, we'll give them the space. We want them to do it. Yeah, the fish show room is free for entry. So our thought is it will bring in more people. If they want, people are going to come in to participate in the frag swap. They're going to see that vendor room and they're going to want to go to it. Well, that's where we start charging. Or they'll find out that Chris Meckley is going to be talking about coral reefs, and they're going to want to hear about it. They're all about the coral frags. They're going to want to hear Chris talk about them. Well, then that's where we start charging. So it's a win-win for us. Awesome. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate that. Okay. Let's see what's going on over here. Being super slow. Okay. Awesome. Lando, welcome. Steve says, Scottie, would it be possible to donate a few bags of fish to ACLC at the swap and have money go to Jesse's GoFundMe? Could you sell them on the club table? Would it be possible to donate a few bags of fish to ACLC? Steve, what time are you arriving at the swap? Probably. I was gonna set up a something for him there as well. I'm sure we'll figure something out. I'm sure we could do that. I'm not positive. I don't want to speak out of line. We already did a donation. I guess we could do another one. Yeah, we'll figure it out. There's Rico. Welcome. And Big Steve says he is somehow related to the frag swaps they have at that fish place. He is very involved in the saltwater community. If anyone can help grow that side, it's him. Yeah, so the frag swaps that are at that fish place are held by different clubs. I was looking into it today. So the Chesapeake Club hosts frag swaps there. The Mason-Dixon Club hosts frag swaps there. and the Reef Conservation Club host swaps there. I'm not sure which of them Eric's a part of, but I do know he's been a part of different ones there. All right. So it keeps on going blank on me. And there's Laura. Welcome. Scottie, at the top of your head. What? Speak English, devil. Oh, pat the top of your head. Is it on fire? Okay. All right. Yeah, Steve. As long as you're there by 11, that's perfect. Okay. Scrolling down. I'll be at the swap Saturday. We are having our first Maryland club meeting on Sunday. Awesome. Is that the one with Father Fish, I think? The Chesapeake Club. Yep. I think that was this past weekend that they had that swap. That frag swap. Good boy. Okay. He got fire on his head. All right. Scrolling on down. And Paul Sotero, welcome. Good to see you. All right. See what else is on the whiteboard. So, speaking of the swap, we'll talk about the swap next. So, this upcoming Saturday at that fish place, that pet place in Lancaster, is the Aquarium Club of Lancaster County fall swap. And it is sold out. We've even the vendor spaces are in such high demand nowadays. We had multiple people back out, and we resold their spots, and then we just had two more, and the vendor that had them resold them to someone else. And it all happened quickly. We're basically maxed out on space there. You know, there's no doubt in my mind that we couldn't easily sell 40 swap spaces at this event. It's a huge event. So it's it's this Saturday. It's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Vendors can start to arrive between 9 and 9:30 to set up. What we have found is the line to get into the event is usually so long, it makes it difficult for vendors to set up if they don't arrive early. It's a huge event. And I believe we're going to have pizza available. I actually sent an email today to confirm that. I'd venture to say if that fish place doesn't provide it, we will. We'll have, I do know we'll have drinks, plates, napkins, utensils, and all that stuff too. We will have our swag table, the club swag table. We'll be selling the what's it called? Insulated bags, shirts, stuff like that. Yeah, so we're excited for that. Let's see here. Yes, Father Fish will be our first speaker. Okay. Melbourne Cup Day in Australia today. Might put a bet on a horse. Nice. And I can't believe Sabu moved up here. I was so excited to see him at CCY last weekend. That dude has some good stuff. Sabu came to the Bucks County Aquarium Society meeting this past Thursday and went to dinner with us beforehand. And yeah, he'll be at the swap as well. And he went. He actually went to my work today. I'm off today, but he went today and with his wife, I believe it is, and they went to the aquarium today. Laura, what? I'm not getting up that early. Well, what time were you going to get up? What time were you planning on getting there? I would make sure you're there at least by 10. But I guarantee you, starting at 10, there's going to be a line to get in. And you'll have to wiggle past them, push people out of the way. Okay. Go. So, Latoya, make me. So yeah, that's the swap. So two of the spaces that are available or were available at the swap belong to Jesse of Just One More Fish. Jesse has been a vendor at the swap in the past, and he was a vendor at the Clash and also a sponsor of the Clash. I think pretty sure he made it to silver level, bronze or silver. He was a medal level sponsor. Just over a week ago, Jesse was in an accident and rolled his van. And while the van was rolling over, he was ejected from it into the woods. The van then caught on fire and was fully involved. They actually had to call in additional fire trucks for it. It was, I think it was 40 minutes, 20 to 40 minutes into the incident is when they found him. So, like, they put the van out. They're looking in the van, thinking he was in the van. Looked all around, couldn't find him. A cop, who coincidentally he knew, found him in the woods, unconscious, 30 yards away. He was laying in the woods unconscious for an extended period of time before they even found him. He had he fractured his foot, ripped his armpit out completely, shattered the shoulder, wrong side, left side. So left, I think it was his left foot, shattered his left shoulder, dented his left kneecap, penetrating chest wound that severed an artery. Collapsed his lung. I think that's everything. And again, he was unconscious. So this was the final destination death. He missed, dude. Better be watching out. Yep. He's very lucky to be alive. He knows it. It was, I saw, I didn't share it. I'm not going to. He asked me not to. He actually sent me the video that someone took of them finding him in the woods and bringing him out, and he was deep in there. There's multiple videos going around of the van on fire and the damage of the van, and it's amazing. It's, I have been in the fire service for over 20 years, and I've been to many accidents just like that one. And I don't know of a single one that I don't know of a single accident of that magnitude that I've been to where somebody survived, let alone to be able to have a message conversation with the person. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So, yeah. So that's Jesse Chappelle. And, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. And it's a shame. he had a nice fish room. He's still in the hospital, and there's no sign of him getting out yet. And when he does, he's probably going to have to go to rehab. So, there's people looking into being able to help out with the fish room and stuff like that. But, never have I ever pushed for a GoFundMe before. Not really my kind of thing to do, but when it's something this serious, I think it's important. And Jen Silverman, who is close with Jesse, and their businesses kind of support one another. Small World Aquatics is who Jen Silverman is. So she reached out to me, and we were going back and forth with some different ideas, and she set up a GoFundMe. And she asked, well, what should the goal be? And I said, well, it should be $10,000. I was in a car accident years ago. And then a year or two later, I had a massive heart attack. And then I also had I was in the hospital for, actually had to go by ambulance, major GI issue, and was in for like a week or so again. That was 2 different hospitals. Anyway, from being in the hospital many times and stuff like that, I know how, even with health insurance, how those things can add up. Then, I don't know if he had a job and the fish business or just the fish business, but either way, they're both going to be affected by this. If he had a job, he's going to lose out on money. He'll, possibly has short-term disability. I'd venture to say that this is going to turn into a long-term disability thing. So even if he didn't have another job, just one more fish is going to be losing out on money. Just this weekend alone, he's going to lose out on money. So, co-pays, loss of wages, stuff like that, it adds up. While it should be $10,000, we said, let's start with $2,000 and let's try to get there. And then we'll take it from there and see if we need to do more for him or what. So, he did not want us to do it. That's the kind of guy he is. But I messaged him. I said, we're doing this. It's not a question. So here it is. Thank you, Annette, for dropping it. There's the GoFundMe. And anything you can do, $5, $10, $20, whatever, is appreciated. I will tell you that the Cichlid Club of York, the Aquarium Club of Lancaster County, and the Keystone Clash each donated $100 towards it. Because, again, he is a huge supporter of us. Actually, that was voted on by each club individually and the Clash Committee. It wasn't even like a joint decision. It all happened. That's just how much he supports us. All right. But yeah. And if you can't donate, we understand. Just keep them in your thoughts. All right. Let's scroll down. 6:30. That's early. Laura, Latoya's waking you up at 6 a.m. Screw that. Yeah. Exactly, Coro. Coro says it's awful that we live in a world where we have to set up GoFundMes for people in situations like this, but that's no reason he shouldn't benefit from a community coming together. I agree 100%. insurance should cover that stuff. It doesn't. I thought I had, or let me phrase that. I thought I had / I have what's considered good insurance, and just last week I spent $171 on medications for me, and that's with insurance, good insurance. So they claim. Bloody hole in the tire or a screw. Hole in the tire or a screw. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. Messages here. Probably junk. Yep. Of course. Yeah. One thing I haven't checked all day that I want to is what the GoFundMe is up to. Oh, awesome. So we are up to $930. We're almost at the halfway point, and we have had 15 people donate. That's amazing. I will be donating on payday this upcoming Friday. Awesome. What's this? Oh, I know what that is. Okay. And that is, don't care about that one. And he's crazy. And don't care about that. Oh. Interesting. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got next. Live foods. So I went around yesterday and fed the live foods and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm just not doing it often enough or if they're just not doing good. Um, let's use grindle worms and white worms, for example. What do you feed them? I feed them, I take cat food, the kitten food, little tiny ones, saturate them, and I usually put one in per culture. But they're just not doing great. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong with them. Um, very seldomly do they die altogether, or crash altogether, but they're not thriving. Um, yeah, Koro feeds fish food or cat kibble. Exactly. How big of a container are you using? Maybe that's something I'm doing wrong. Yeah, Steve uses cat food, and I put them in dry and then just spritz them every couple days. Okay. Um, Lando has vinegar wheels. Yep. Um, even my microworm cultures, they're just not. They're not thriving. Um, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong with them. Um, but a lot of the fish prefer live foods. They survive on the dry foods, but They're just not doing great, and I would really like to feed some live foods. I know if I give live foods, I'll get more eggs and stuff like that. Kind of big. It's an old lunch meat tub. Okay. The only live foods I'm comfortable with are brine shrimp. Yep, I do have a batch of them going. Actually, they're probably just about ready. If not tonight, tomorrow morning. Maybe as big as a half a gallon. Okay. Let me hold on one second. This one and ugh. Yeah, here I is. So I have like a deli container this size. This is labeled as a 16-ounce setup. And maybe they eat it already. Okay. How often do you feed them? This one, it looks like the freaking little cat food bite is gone. It was either yesterday or Friday. I forgot which day I fed him. I mean, there. I see a couple of them alive. There, it's not dead. But it's just not. There's not a huge amount there. And then this one. So this one's a lot bigger. You would think it would be doing absolutely freaking amazing. So this one, the little piece of cat food is still in here. And I mean, they're not even around it. I don't get it. So yeah, I mean, this is a big container. This is a small container. In this situation, the small container is doing better. Let's scroll up here. I wish brine could be kept in a continuous culture. Yeah, I love feeding brine shrimp. I hate making it. Part of that is because of my current setup. Once I have a fish room, I can have a better setup going for it. But yeah, and that's why I suck at it. I don't do it often. I want some vampire crabs for my next project. Is that a live food? I feed a combination of live and dry frozen goods foods for variety. Yep, same. And I've been feeding our gold lasers live blackworms for 2+ months now. I still can't get them to breed. It's the only fish that won't breed for us. We have tried everything, I feel like. I wouldn't do just blackworms. I would do a mixture. Um yeah, I would do a mixture. Koro feeds you feed your live foods 3 times a week. Sheet and dunk it because the worms are all over it where the food was touching it. So, Koro, do you feed your live foods 3 times a week, or you feed your fish live foods 3 times a week? Do you have air holes? Yes. So this one has this. The whole center is a sponge, and this one has 1, 2, 3, 4. This one has 12 pinholes on the top. And I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 more cultures of grindle worms or white worms, and I have 2 micro worms. My wires are getting all tangled. Okay. Do you feed the kibble straight on the dirt or on a piece of plastic mesh? Both. Is there a preference? Thinking about trying flightless fruit flies for my half beaks and killies. I have not tried them ever, but I've heard that they can go from flightless to flightable. It's probably not the way you say that, but you know what I mean. Those are super easy. LJ, grab a culture from Petco. They usually have them ready. Interesting. Flightless fruit flies are an easy live food culture. Food to culture. Interesting. I can't think of a fish that doesn't go nuts for flightless fruit flies. Really? I've heard of them. I've seen them. I've never heard this much about them. Sure, you can get the food medium for them. Huh. I feed the culture 3 times a week and feed my fish about the same, but a day or 2 later. Really? I alternate live and dry food fish, then feed the fish 2 out of the 3 days a week usually. Yeah, I mean, I try to rotate them too. Huh. Now, one thing I gotta check, which I think is doing good, and I should probably do that. Maybe I will tonight. Um, it's on the top shelf, so I always forget about them. I have red wigglers. Uh, I guess I had lost them for a while. I think I got them at the Clash, and I haven't really fed them since. So, but I've been feeding the culture, so they're probably good to go. On the plastic mesh means you can remove uneaten food if it's more than 3 days old. Okay. I'm doing flightless. Oh, it's jumping. Um, I'm doing flightless fruit flies right now. They aren't flightless. See? I knew it. If a flightless fruit fly culture gets contaminated with a flighted fly, the trait is dominant and will convert within a generation or 2. Screw that. What is TULLE? No clue. Never heard of it. I saw a pet place had like 3 kinds and only one was flightless. I don't know what that is. Flightless fruit flies are great for dart frogs. I don't have them. They are good jumpers and have a dwarfism trait on the wing, but then in the fridge, put them in the fridge before feeding to slow the metabolism so they don't jump as much when you open the lid. Okay. but they're like $7 at Petco for an easy culture. I don't go to Petco, but maybe I will. Interesting. That really doesn't sound bad. I mean, for $7, it's almost like a disposable where, um, oh wow, oh wow, huh. Um, for $7, if I can feed a bunch of fish over, I mean, how long does it take for them to reproduce? If I can feed that in a month, that would be decent. I can bring you a culture Saturday if you want one, Scott. Yes, but I'll need the directions on how to do it too. Yeah, there we go. All right, what else is on my whiteboard? Yellow Neos. I'm not sure if I've mentioned it on stream yet or not. Um, but I got about 30 yellow Neo Caridina. Um, from Steve Bitter, who's going to be a speaker at the Clash. And I put them in with my Corys. The one thing I realized after the fact, though, that has white sand or tan sand, whatever, not black. So they're probably not going to look that great. But we will see. Um, yeah, but there are a lot of them. I'm really hoping those Corys breed as well. I have never had a Cory breed. I have pygmies, bronze, and albino. So, let's see here. And they come in a nifty little container that, if you rinse, is perfect for making a new culture or whatever with a breathable lid. Okay, that's cool. I know they got the culture stuff there. Nice. Also, for those of you coming to that fish place, it is Fish Week there, and there's all kinds of discounts and coupons going all around. It's a text message. Mm-hmm. Oh, awesome. Sweet. Okay. LJ Shrimp, we need some of your yellow shrimp when you have them. Which which yellow ones are you looking for? Because like I said, I just got 30 of them and I already have a culture um in with the PBLs. They're slow and they are special because they don't have a back stripe. That must be a different. Are those Caradinas? Do mine have stripes? Trying a cold water change and removing the heater from the tank for the Corys to breed. Feed them extra for a week beforehand. I use 55-degree water. Oh, wow. It would probably help if I did water changes. Oops. Um, I did not do any water changes today. I ran out of time. Normally today I do them. I'm not sure that I'll get to them next week either. Um, hmm. Yeah, I just realized that. Oops. That's not good. I don't have any anytime soon. That group is slow breeding. Most people now have yellow golden back. Non-back stripes aren't as common. I don't know what I have. If you can time it with a rainstorm pressure change, Scotty, that supposedly helps too. Yeah, I've heard of these, all of these things. I just have not done them or been successful. If you bring them to the swap, we will get some from you as well. We want yellow ones bad. How could you run out of time? Not like a devil was keeping you busy or anything. Yeah, right? Exactly. Making me work too hard today. Ugh. Excuse me. Fish for you. Send me a message and remind me. I'll show you a picture of the ones I have and see if they are what you're looking for. But you gotta send me a message, or I will forget between now and then. In fact, yeah, the earlier the better, because what I'll do is I'll pull them and put them in a separate tank. What should I have for dinner? Cheese raviolis. Might need your help input for my first live stream. Okay. I just had 2 hot dogs and I was mad they were out of nacho cheese. Oh no. Oh, at a Sheets. We don't have Sheets here, but they are a good place. That's a good place. I do like them. All right. What's next on the whiteboard? That might. Oh yeah. No, I do have one more thing. Okay. Got it. Thank you. So, oh, where are we at? Messaging you now. White sauce for the raviolis. Sure, either one's fine. I prefer white sauce because tomato sauce messes with my acid reflux really bad. Um, but I prefer tomato sauce. We're literally walking distance from distributor. What kind of distributor? Chef Boyardee. Nice. The I think the sheets are slowly making their way down here, but normally it's only when I'm traveling in Pennsylvania do I see them. I have 2 things of Chef Boyardee in the cabinet actually. Maybe I'll have them one night this week for dinner. It's a good idea. All the sheets food is made in Claysburg here. Oh, cool. I want meat. Huh. Um, Chicken parm with spaghetti. And Paul says, I set up a water box Eden 30. The Eden line of tanks is the company's freshwater focused effort. The idea is great, the implementation not so much, and customer service is in CMU. Oh no, I'm not familiar with that. Let's Google that. What's that message over here? That's okay. Okay. Let's see here. Waterbox Eden 30. Google. Eden 30. Oh. 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 Wow. I'm not familiar with this brand. Fancy website though. Okay. Let's look at where are they based out? Are they local? Would they like to be a vendor at the Keystone Clash? They are in. Oh, it doesn't say about us. Oh, they're all over. Okay. It doesn't really say where they're based out of, but they store locator. So I guess that they sell to stores. Okay. Aquariums. Let's find this one. Oh, Peninsula. Clear Mini 16. Wow. They have some nice tanks here. Eden 30. Let's make it big. Whew. Whew, that's pricey. Holy moly. Okay, maybe it comes with a stand. No, that price does not. Shit. I'm not sharing my screen. Hold on. Here we go. Ooh, I like the black. Ooh. Let's close this. There we go. It's better. Wow. That's it. So it's 29.4 gallons. Decent thickness of glass. That's cool. I mean, it's a beautiful tank. Don't get me wrong. It's beautiful. Um, I have spaghetti already. You know this. That's true. You can have it again. Um, Alshon, I don't know what language it is, but it's not Scottie language. We saw a 36-gallon boat front at a Chinese restaurant. Six gold. Oh my god! Nothing more than glass marbles and a resin decoration. I wanted to say something so bad, but that's terrible. Oh my god! You should see one here, 55 with monster fish in it. Ugh. I have a water box Cube 20. Gonna be my first saltwater aquarium at home. Nice. Nice. Water box is not local. Ibis is even an American company. Okay. Is more of a saltwater tank manufacturer. They're based in Florida. That's not too bad. A simpler salt tank. They had a lot of shrimp in Monroeville, and a lot of them are breedable. Nice. My saltwater setup is extremely simple. It's live sand, a lot of live rock, and a power head and a light. And that is it. I do not feed it. I don't do water changes. I top it off maybe 4 times a year. And that is it. And yes, it has living organisms in it. And they're doing perfectly fine. It's like I want crack and weed 50, and it won't pay for anything on their site except a shirt. Oh god. So I guess I should say I need 2 salt tanks. 2 tanks per species. That's pretty much all I need for shrimp. No corals or any of that stuff. Yep. I have a yellow watchman goby, snails, and hermit crabs in mine. And whatever that saltwater plant algae thing is. Um, nice. So the last thing on my whiteboard is I have somehow got myself into a position where I am about to be the speaker chair for already the Keystone Clash, Bucks County, and now also Aquarium Club of Lancaster County. Not because I want to be, but because nobody else is stepping up to do it. I've talked about this before a couple months ago on the stream. I know of multiple other clubs that are losing their speaker chairs as well. It is an extremely important position. What can we do as a community, as a hobby, to do better to make people want to help in that position? What are we doing to make it so that people don't want to? Why are these people quitting? Additionally, how can we make it easier? So my predicament is I can find speakers. I can do that part. But I don't necessarily have the time to coordinate their transportation, their hotel rooms, and all their logistics. It's a time-consuming thing. It's a lot, especially just for the Clash. Luckily for the Clash, it's just once a year. But like we were working on that today, and I had to reserve 7 hotel rooms. I think it is. We're working on the flights. Some people drive, some people fly. Then there's the whole coordination of getting them from the hotel or the airport to the hotel and then back to the airport. There's a lot to it. For the clubs, you got to do it every month. And it's the same process. I mean, sometimes you don't need to get them a hotel room. But like Bucks County, they meet Thursday nights. Unless it's someone local, you got to get them a hotel room. At least with ACLC, it's on a Saturday and it's in the middle of the day, so there's a better chance that they'll drive. But it's a tough job, and for ACLC, it's kind of just thrown on me because I'm the president. Basically, as president, whatever I can't get someone else to do, I got to do. But for like Bucks County, there's nobody else, and the same for the Clash. Nobody else was stepping up to help with that. So I don't know. It's a tough spot, and I guess what I'm getting at is if anyone has any ideas, I'm all ears. Also, if anyone knows of speakers, we'll pay and bring in people from other areas. It does not have to be local. So if you go to a club meeting and you have a speaker, and let me know who it was and what the top, like if it's someone you liked. If you don't like them, then don't tell me. But what other clubs out there? Who are you bringing in, and what are they talking about, and are they good? Let's see here. Yeah, that hard part has to be someone local. Yeah. I can easily get speakers, but no interest to do logistics. Exactly. And Alshon's helping me with Bucks County. But we're in the same boat. It's he knows a lot of people and has seen most of them, but no interest in doing the logistics. Same for me. We tried stalking people or ominous messages until they agree to do a task. Yeah, I have. It doesn't work. It does not work. But I don't know. It's there's got to be a better way. A couple things that caught my attention that I think help with it. What is this? Why'd that pop up? Okay. Dr. Ted has a Facebook group, and I like what he's doing on that. That's helpful. It's basically for speaker coordination. I think it would be good to get that to broaden a little bit. And I don't know. There just needs to be. I have a spreadsheet from ACLC. I have Dr. Ted's Facebook group. Like the pieces are slowly coming together, but we got to get more people on board with it. Open jumping. You'll just have to start doing more talks yourself. Yes, but so like for Dr. Ted's Club, I'm doing my Killyfish talk next month, I think, 2 months, something like that. I'll do for Bucks County and ACLC. I'll do one of my talks each. But like a club doesn't want to see the same person twice in a year. So while I have or hope to in the near future have a total of 1, 2, 3. My goal was in the next month to have 4 different talks. I'm only going to talk at Bucks County once. I'm only going to talk at ACLC once. Now, I will have other talks. So let's say, like just this past Thursday, we thought I was going to have to do a talk. I'll have more available in case I need to do an emergency talk. But there's still a lot of gaps to fill in. We just had professor from DUville University in New York. He was cool talking about plecos mostly. What was his name? Whomever has the club credit card should do the hotel stuff. The speaker can make their own travel plans and will be reimbursed. That's the way it should work, yes. I feel like ACLC and Maryland clubs should work together on speakers, because if you have them on Saturday, then we have them on Sunday and split the costs. Only problem is it's going to be a repeat for some. But Steve, I don't think we're the same weekend, because yeah, we're a week off. So if Maryland is meeting on the 12th, we meet on the 18th. So if you're normally the second Saturday, we are the second Sunday, we are the third Saturday. Let's see here. PCS has not had the luck working with a few other clubs. They complain about money. Yeah, yeah. And then like for the Clash, for example, this past year, we were working. I mean, we had a whole email thread, a Dropbox, spreadsheet, all kinds of stuff, because it was like 10 clubs trying to split the cost of Andreas. And then at the last minute, half of them dropped out. It stopped until the speaker books first class. Yeah, exactly. The only reason I can see the club booking rooms instead of speakers is if they can negotiate a group rate or something. I mean, the other good point, I guess, of the club doing it is if they get points from the local hotel or something. No, Steve, it's not our normal Saturday. Yeah, I wish, in my opinion, the swap should be on the normal Saturday, but I did not schedule this one. He was entertaining and kind of bit of a silly, was keeping everyone's attention since he teaches kids. Well, what's his name? Yeah, exactly, Sean. Yeah. I linked it above. Now, I don't see it. Send me a message. Oh, it's time to end it. Huh. All right. Well, I've been going for almost 2 hours. Um, Thank you very much, everyone. Um, Again, anyone? Thank you, Laura. Um, Anyone that's able to help out Jesse, thank you, appreciate it. And anyone in the area, I hope to see you this Saturday. And I don't know when I'll stream again. Who knows? I'll try to do a pop up if I can, but we'll see. And yeah, so I'll see y'all later.